My daughter married a young millionaire, and everyone said they were the perfect couple. While we were dancing, she discreetly slipped an envelope into my posket, inside which I found a note saying, "Dad, help me." I froze and, "My name is Zoe. I am 58 years old. I am an African man. I work as a civil engineer. For 34 years I built roads and bridges for the government. People say I am calm, observant, quiet. I listen more than I speak. I lost my wife 12 years ago. Since then my life has revolved around one person. My daughter Amara. Amara is 30 years old. She is brilliant, soft-spoken, strong-willed. She works as an art curator. She sees beauty where others see nothing. I raised her to be independent, to never fear wealth or status, to value character above comfort. When she told me she was marrying Ethan Cole, a young millionaire, 32 years old, tech investor, clean image, magazine smiles, everyone said she had one life. The wedding was held at a coastal estate. White lights, live orchestra, guests from politics and finance, champagne flowing like water. I wore a simple dark suit. I stood among people who measured worth in bank balances. They smiled at me politely. Some with pity, some with envy. Amara looked beautiful, but something in her eyes troubled me. She smiled, but her shoulders were stiff. Her laughter arrived a second too late. During the father-daughter dance, as the music swelled, she leaned into me. Her hand trembled. She slipped an envelope into my pocket. I felt the paper. Thin, urgent. She whispered, "I am sorry, Dad." Then she stepped away, smiling again. I walked to the restroom, locked myself inside, opened the envelope. Inside was a single note. 4 words written hastily. "Dad, help me." I froze. My heart stopped. Every instinct screamed danger. I washed my face, returned to the hall. I did not panic. I observed. Ethan stood laughing with investors. His hand rested possessively on Amara's back. Too tight. I noticed a woman watching Amara closely. Cold eyes, sharp posture. Later I learned her name. Veronica Cole, Ethan's older sister. 40 years old, chief legal officer of the family firm. I also noticed the security. Not wedding staff. Private. Former military. This was not just a wedding. It was a transaction. I did not confront anyone. I waited. 3 weeks later, Amara stopped calling. When she did, she spoke carefully, as if someone was listening. I began digging. I visited Ethan's company offices, disguised as a contractor consultant. Old habits die hard. I found sealed floors, restricted departments, shell companies registered offshore. Then I found something worse. 3 former spouses, non-disclosure settlements, psychological breakdowns. 1 missing. I contacted an old friend, Marcus, 60 years old, former investigative journalist. Together we uncovered the truth. Ethan married women with talent, then trapped them, used their work, their ideas, their inheritance, then declared them unstable. The firm controlled judges, doctors, banks. Amara had signed documents, giving Ethan power of attorney. I confronted Veronica privately. She smiled, said Amara was fragile, said money requires discipline. I recorded everything. Then I waited. Months passed. Amara's health declined. She lost weight. Her art disappeared. I contacted an international financial crimes unit, provided evidence anonymously. Then I made my move. At the annual Cole Foundation Gala, I arrived uninvited. As a guest speaker, Marcus broadcast the evidence live. Accounts froze. Partners fled. Police arrived. Veronica tried to escape. She was arrested. Ethan laughed at first, then screamed. When he realized Amara's testimony was already recorded. She had trusted me. She had left me clues. Ethan's empire collapsed in one night. Amara filed for divorce. Publicly, he was sentenced to 20 years for fraud and coercive control. The unbearable revenge was simple. He lost everything, and everyone knew why. Amara returned home, healing slowly. She paints again. I still build bridges, but the most important one, I saved. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And tell me, what would you have done if you were in my place?